Hello you guys, I hope you guys are all doing great. This is the nail art design we're going to be working on today. The colors I chose for this design are black and silver and with an accent white. The first thing you're going to have to do is start with your bare nail. You're already wearing your hydrating base coat. The next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to get the color of your choice. Like I said, I chose the black nail polish. I'm going to get the black nail polish and I'm going to do a side swipe. The side swipe isn't going to be down low half of the nail. It's just like 1/3 of the nail. Let me put it there. It's just like a little area. It's just like 1/3 of the nail. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to get my black nail polish and I'm going to start in this corner. Let me clean that out a little bit. I'm going to start it right here, and I'm not going down so low because I don't want to do half of the nail. Like I said, it's just like 1/3 of your nail. That's it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in. Fill it all in. Okay, so we have filled in about 1/3 of our nail. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to clean it out. Okay, so the next thing we're going to have to do after we've done our side swipe is I'm going to get a silver nail polish. It could be a silver nail polish of your choice. Any silver polish will do. I will put the names of the colors I'm using in the description box. The one I'm using is this one by Maybelline, and it's called Planet Pluto. Planet Pluto. So what I'm going to do with the Planet Pluto is I'm going to apply it on the area, the bare area you see here. So I'm going to get my Planet Pluto and I'm going to start in this corner over here. Just going to go sideways so I could cover all the area. So what you can do is if you want your silver polish to be a little bit richer, a little bit darker, is you can go over it twice. So before we continue, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to allow our two polishes to dry. Because if you don't allow this to dry, then the white polish will bleed into the black polish, or vice versa. So that's what we've done so far. We're going to allow this to completely dry. So now that our nail polish is completely dry, what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the flower you see there with along with the leaves. We're going to get our glopping piece of paper, and I'm going to glop my piece of paper with white nail polish. I'm just going to glop it in. I'm going to get my dotting tool, and we're going to be dotting our nail 4 times in this area. I would say about halfway. Half of the petals will be on the black and then half on the silver. So I'm going to dip my dotting tool, and I'm going to place, let me see if I could fix you guys in a way you can see. I'm going to place the first one right there. I'm going to dip again. The second one over here, and we're just making it a 4-petal flower. Very easy to do. If you would like it to turn it into a 5-petal flower, that would be very pretty as well. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the petals you see there. So for the petals, I'm going to be using a brush. I'm going to be using a small brush with a slanted tip. And all I'm going to do is dip it in the polish and just place the petal where I want it, the leaf. So I'm dipping it in, and my petal is going to go in this corner here. So all I'm going to do is touch like that. Very simple to do. Okay, then down here, touch and elongate. Then on this area I'm going to touch and elongate as well. So maybe I can add a little bit more length to the one in the black polished area. So all I'm going to do is that sort of thing. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my dotting tool, the really thin dotting tool, and I'm going to bring my flower together. I'm going to bring my flower in. So I'm going to Let me see if I could fix my camera a little bit better. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my flower in from all the corners. So I'm going to do from all the middle, I'm going to touch the middle and I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to do the same thing to this one. To all four of them, I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm bringing them in. I'm touching and bringing it in. Touch and bringing them in. So that's all I've done. Now for my petals, what I'm going to do is very lightly, I'm going to touch them as well. And I'm going to elongate them. I'm going to do elongated. In this one's case, the top one, all I'm going to do is I'm going to touch the middle very gently, and I'm going to try to do the impressions only. Just like that on the petals. So on this one, I'm going to do the same exact thing, trying to leave impressions only. Not as much as I do the flowers in the middle. We're going the opposite direction. So I'm touching and just dragging slightly, leaving the impressions. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our clear nail polish, which is our top coat, and I'm going to apply the top coat on the entire nail. Now if you have a top coat that smudges, don't do this until your nail polish is completely dry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my top coat all over my nail. That's all I'm doing, applying my top coat all over my nail. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my rhinestone wheel, and I'm going to be using, for this design, I'm using the 2mm size. I'm going to move it over to the pink. I'm going to get my dotting tool, and before I start, I'm going to get my piece of paper again, and I'm going to glop it with the clear nail polish. This way I can pick my stones easier, so I'm going to dip it in the clear polish. I'm going to pick my stone and I'm going to place the pink one right in the middle. If you don't want to use rhinestones, just use an accent color. Next, I'm going to move my rhinestone wheel to my 2mm clear rhinestones or silver rhinestones. Right over here, the 2mm's. And I'm going to place three of them, as you can see there. There's 1, 2, and 3. Except for the regular fingers, the 4 fingers, I only place 2 and then 1 down here, but on the thumb, I'm going to be placing 3. So I'm going to dip my my dotting tool, and I'm going to pick 1, and I'm going to place it up here. I'm going to pick 2, and I'm placing it down there. Oh, so I suppose this one's, I'm only going to need the 2. So maybe this one I drew the flower a little bit lower. Okay, so I'm just going to be applying one more to this area. Right there. A little bit lower. And that's it, you guys. That's how you guys are going to get this look. The only difference, I suppose, is that in this one I had to apply the 3 rhinestones, and in this one only 2 rhinestones. I hope you guys like this design. Try it out in your favorite colors. It's a very simple, quick design to do. Be safe, you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.